know what? He has a house that he lives in up on the hill with Robin, and it's really nice. And I have nothing. So I'm trying hard to build myself something here.
Janelle has gotten herself into quite the predicament, hasn't she? She finds herself assetless in Flagstaff, and that kind of sounds like the name of a Hallmark Channel movie. Over the past decade plus that we have seen the sister wives' lives documented on our TV screens, Janelle has really carved out a legacy as being the financial planner wife. She's the working wife, the logical wife, the always have a fallback plan wife. And now she finds herself with building on Coyote Pass as being the only avenue for which she can leave a legacy or an inheritance to her children. The way that the lots have been assigned on Coyote Pass, it is nearly impossible for Janelle to make a clean break from Kody at this point. Today, we are going to be talking about how much Janelle has sacrificed for this family financially and how she's ultimately been left with nothing. Let's discuss. Hey everyone, what's up? It's Sarah and welcome back to my channel. So far in season 17, as the episodes go on, as time goes on, and as it gets closer and closer to Christine actually leaving Kody, we see him grow more angry, more agitated, more aggressive towards her. And I had this thought occur to me that I think part of his anger towards Christine is actually anger at himself for making it so easy for her to leave. The way that Christine was set up, the way that she was assigned property on Coyote Pass, the way that she purchased her own home, it made leaving Kody relatively mess-free. Now, when you take a look at how each adult has been assigned portions of Coyote Pass, and we are going to go through that a little bit later in this video. At this point, no one can really develop or buy or sell or do anything without the permission of the other adults. Christine figuring out that the equity that she had in Coyote Pass was more or less equal to what she would make by selling her house provided her a very clean exit strategy that really Kody had no choice but to accept. Unfortunately for our girl Janelle, she does not have the same options. Like I said, Janelle has long been considered the working wife. Well, in actuality, almost all of the wives have worked at some point, except for maybe you could argue Robin hasn't really worked, but all of the other wives have held jobs at some point. But it was Janelle that was known as the wife who went out, worked the long hours, and Christine was the wife that was known as the mom. She was the one staying home and raising all of the kids by herself. Watching the show, something that I have kind of attributed to Janelle, and you guys can let me know if you agree with me or not, is I always found her to kind of be a sort of counterbalance to Kody. Like, Kody would have these crazy impulses, and Janelle would come with the practicality questions, like how you want to do A, B, and C. Well, how will we go about executing that? Keep in mind, she once lived apart from the family. I think it was for like 8 months or so because the family packed up and moved, but Janelle had a job and the family needed the money. So she stayed behind and worked her job so she could contribute financially to this very young, growing family. If you would to consider any of the members of the Brown family to be a financial planner or financially savvy, for me, that person would be Janelle. So it cuts especially deep to see her in such a predicament now. This really is just even more of a reminder of how ideal the setup in Las Vegas was, right? Not only was it set up so that each wife had her own autonomy, she had her own house, but the kids were able to hang out with their siblings at a moment's notice. Kody didn't have to travel very far to see his other households. And on top of all of that, each wife had an asset that she owned that she could potentially pass down to her children. Now we know that when those houses sold, the profits from those houses went into a family fund. Some wives opted to rent homes ahead of building their dream houses on Coyote Pass. We had Mary opted to rent and Janelle opted to rent. And Robin actually opted to rent at first as well. But Christine brilliantly insisted on buying. I really think she saw this coming. And Robin eventually bought as well. And the down payments for both of their homes came from the family fund. The family fund, which contained all of the profits from the sale of Janelle's Vegas house. In episode 7 of season 17, Kody makes a shocking assertion that Christine shouldn't be able to just claim all of the profits from the sale of her Flagstaff home because he and Robin actually gave her the down payment for her home.
Here's the thing with Christine in that house. Robin and I gave her her down payment for that house.
Come to find out that the money actually came from the family fund. But Kody considers the family fund to be his and Robin's money. This should be a huge red flag for Janelle. Neither Janelle or Mary should put any money into an account that Kody does not consider equally theirs. All 4 women should be able to access funds in that account since all of them have contributed to that account. To call the family fund his and Robin's money should be very alarming to anyone that has contributed money into the family account. Let's take a look at how Coyote Pass was originally assigned. Starcasm put out this really detailed article going into who was listed on each parcel that was bought, and I will link that article down in the description of this video. So the Brown family purchased 4 parcels of land, and they eventually want to reconfigure the total acreage that they purchased into 5 lots. But for now, they have these 4 lots. 2 of the lots they have paid off and 2 have mortgages. So here we have the Starcasm grid, and you can see this is lot 1. Kody, Christine, and Robin. It's 5.16 acres, and they purchased it for $300,000. This is the lot that has the bulk of the pond on it. Lot 2 is Kody, Janelle, and Mary. It's 4.48 acres, and it was purchased for $180,000. Lot 3 is just Kody and Robin, 2.42 acres. Lot 4 is the exact same size, assigned to just Kody and Janelle, and both of those lots were purchased for $170,000. Now, here, this was included also in that Starcasm article. We can see here that lots 1 and 2 are fully paid off. So that is actually most of the acreage that they purchased on Coyote Pass. It's just lots 3 and 4 that they still need to pay off in order to reconfigure the land how they want to. So being that Christine, her name was on lot 1 and lot 1 only, that portion of land was paid off. This really was the ideal scenario for her to just walk away from the property, sell her house, and call it a day. And I'm sure that Kody is kicking himself for making it so easy for her to leave. So now let's take a look at the configuration post-split. It's the same, just now, since Christine's name is off of lot 1, this gives Robin a whole heck of a bigger percentage of Coyote Pass. So now, if you look at this graph, Robin actually has 52.3% of Coyote Pass in her name. That's worth $470,000, 7.58 acres. Mary has a little sliver, and Janelle comes in second with 32.2%. Robin now owns over half of Coyote Pass. Janelle is relegated to 32.2%, and the parcel that she owns that is paid off actually has Mary's name on it too. And nobody is playing nice anymore. We see that where Janelle is at in the show, she is having difficulty getting permission from the other wives for her to just move her fifth wheel so that she stays within the permit requirements. The parcel of land that she's on with just Kody is one of the parcels that they are still financing. So according to Kody, they can't do anything with that land until it's paid off. Janelle's option would be to develop on lot 2 as seen in this picture, and she would need Mary's permission, which I don't think that she's gonna get. What an absolute headache.
So I've been at the trailer 2 months. It's mid-August. I have 2 more months before the permit runs out. So I have to have somewhere to go for November, December, January, February. Hopefully by February, I'll start building. So my ultimate goal with building would be to have a house built by the time Savannah goes to her senior year. That is about a year from now. I'm up against huge odds to make this happen.
We have to pay off the property. We do not have the means to pay off the property. Therefore, we cannot get the lots organized the way we need to.
Look, Kody has never really been engaged in my housing since we moved here.
But she doesn't like me being involved because I disagree with her. So instead of coming to a meeting of the minds, she just does whatever she wants.
Kody, if I were to rent in town, it would just be out of sight, out of mind again. I have gotten myself in a very stupid position as far as an independent woman. If I were to leave or want to leave right now, I would have no estate. I have nothing to leave to my kids. My hands are completely tied because everything I have asset-wise has everybody else's name on it too.
I really understand Janelle's sense of urgency now. Robin has a nice McMansion up on the hill, and Janelle has nothing. Additionally, Janelle realizes that unless she lives literally right under Kody's nose, she is going to be out of sight, out of mind. I'm not a lawyer. I have no idea what Janelle's legal options are, but I feel so bad for her, and I hope that she is getting legal counsel. I had someone comment, and I hope that this is a route that she could go, that she should sue Mary and Kody to force the sale of the lot that she is on so that she can walk away with some portion of money from Coyote Pass. If that is possible, I really hope she does that. Clearly, Janelle is trying to separate herself when it comes to business from the rest of the family. She has obtained her own business management, and I really hope that they could facilitate her with some resources as far as separating herself financially from namely Kody and Robin, but really the rest of the family. For as much as Kody invokes lawyers when it comes to, say, custody, he always tries to hold that over Christine's head when it comes to discussing custody of Truly. I really do not think that it is in his best interest to get the legal system involved. Christine played really nice. She only asked to split what was considered her and Kody's assets together. Robin should be concerned that as Kody's legal wife, that anything with her name on it could be up for grabs when it comes to division of assets, if and when any of the other wives decide to leave him too. It seemed really shitty at the time when Mary was trying to buy the B&B that none of the family wanted to get involved financially to make that happen for her. But now it seems really clear that this was the best case scenario for Mary because she owns that B&B free and clear from the rest of the family. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. This is just such a mess. I feel so bad for Janelle. I think if she had her way using her logical brain, there is no way on earth she would have funneled her money, her profits from the sale of her Vegas home into the family fund. But I'm sure that she did that under pressure from the rest of the family. The smartest thing that Christine ever did was insist on buying. I think she saw this as a potential outcome, and really she was set up to make the cleanest break possible. I hope that our girl Janelle is getting some legal advice. Anyways, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram and Twitter at realiteasquad, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Take care. Have a good one. Much love.